Every third Friday of September, the city of O'Fallon and the Vietnam Veterans of America honor and remember the 78,000 POWs remaining since the Second World War, including more than 1,500 men and women who are still unaccounted for from the Vietnam War. No matter where they fought, no matter where they may be now, these heroes will never be forgotten.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. It's great that people turn out for this. We've been doing this for several years, and every year there's more people here than the year before. And family members come up and tell you about their family members that were in the military and tell their stories with pride.
Each year, as I watch the candles begin burning and twinkling in the darkness, I am reminded of our community's unwavering support for the men and women who remain missing in action. Throughout our nation's history, courageous men and women have stood ready when the forces of darkness have gathered and taken up arms to defend their countrymen and our way of life. The risks were great, some paid the ultimate sacrifice, and many more suffered unimaginable hardships, prisoners of war. It has been said that a nation reveals itself not only by the men and women it produces, but also by the men and women it honors. And today, we honor those who fought for freedom and liberty, only to see those virtues so cruelly taken from them.
Government and private institutions are continuing the search for POWs and MIAs, and guest speaker Carlos Lee shared his story of exactly the kind of rediscovery that is happening today thanks to DNA research.
I had a great uncle that my brother and I had been contacted by the government asking us for DNA samples so they could positively identify his remains from World War II. The Department of Defense sent me a packet about a half-inch thick of all copies of all of his medical records and his military records. And they also gave me the information of when he was killed. He was killed on a boat, on a ship. It was bombed by the United States Navy. He actually was on one ship and he survived the bombing of it. Then they put him on a second ship, and that one was bombed by the Allies, but he did not survive that one. He was killed in that one. They took all the remains and dumped it into a mass grave, burned them. They have big advances in technology now for DNA. So my brother and I are looking forward to hearing from them that they've identified my great uncle's remains. Well, I don't think we should forget the people who died either because they are killed in battle, or POWs, or MIAs. And he was all three.
We may never recover all of our missing, but we can rejoice with every service member returned to waiting loved ones or brought home to be interred on American soil. Our search must never and will never falter. Our nation owes these heroes nothing less.